Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Santiago. I'm really glad that you're back here seeing another tutorial. In the previous video we were checking out a software used to screen record your screen called Screen Studio. If you haven't checked out that video, I really invite you to go to the channel and check it out so you can get up to speed on how that software works. And on this tutorial we're going to be checking out a really similar software called FocuSee. In FocuSee, you can record your screen as I'm doing right now. You can play around with a bunch of different settings. And the really cool part is that this software, as the Screen Studio software, has a built-in editor that you can play around and get a really cool looking screen recording. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to screen record your screen and how to use some of the basic functions of the software. Right here on the bottom, you can select which camera is being used for the screen recording, which webcam is being used. I have my iPhone connected via Bluetooth, so this is the one that is being used. But you could also use the camera from your computer or a virtual camera from a different software. On the right, we have the microphone settings. I am using this microphone right there, the Yeti microphone, but you could also use the microphone from your computer or from the device that you're using, for example, this iPhone. The last option that you can toggle on or off is the system audio. If you wanted to record the system audio of, let's say, a video that is being shown on screen, you can toggle that on or off, but as a default is off, so it doesn't interfere with the audio that you're speaking with your voice. You can also use this tool, the teleprompter tool, where you can add a bunch of text that you want to read while you're recording the screen. This won't be shown on the final recording, and you can just paste the text of the teleprompter right there. Once all the settings are in place, you can just click on record. Right there, a little timer is going to appear, and just as easy as that, you're recording the window. I just selected the window option. You can also record the whole display, or you can record a part of the screen that you wanted to record. You can move around your webcam as I'm doing right there on the recording. You can delete it when you wanted to delete it. You can restart the recording with this option right there. You can pause it and then resume it, or you can stop it altogether. Let's say that we were to go to a web page. Let's say that we were to go to IMDb to check out a movie or a series. You can just move around through the web page. You can scroll through the web page. Let's say that we want to open this movie right there. If you select some text, I can show you what you can do with that in the editor in just some minutes. You can scroll through. I'm gonna click some parts of the screen right there so I can show you what you can do with the clicks as well. We can go to the director of the movie, clicking on this link as well. I'm just going to do a little recording so I can show you what you can do in the editor. And once the recording is done, you can just click on the stop sign right there, and the software then takes you automatically to the editor. On this part, we have the timeline and the video. If you scroll through the timeline, you can see that the software automatically adds some cursor zooms where it deems it important. When I move the cursor around, the software adds a zoom on that part of the screen. You can make that zoom as long or as short as you want it to, and you can add zooms using the plus sign right there as well. If you just click on the timeline, another zoom would be added, and you can delete it anytime that you wanted to. You can see that the software add a bunch of different zooms where it deemed them important. For example, when we click on the series, it added a zoom right there, so you can see that part of the screen much better. And all in all, the software does an amazing job at understanding which part of the screen is being showcased, so it can add or remove zooms. Now I'm going to show you all the different tools that are on the left right here. The first one is the video enhancement tool. You can change the canvas size. For example, if you were to use it as an Instagram post, if you were to use it as a short format post for Instagram or TikTok, you could select 9:16, and you can see that the window and the webcam are automatically changed, or you can have the original recording as well. You can select from all these different other options, and they would be changed in the format as well. Let's say that we want to upload this to YouTube, so it would be 16:9. You can also change the padding of the background in regards to the window that was recorded. That is how much or how little background is shown. You can add insets. That is a margin that is added between the background and the window that was recorded. You can play around with the roundness of the window. You can play around with the shadows. As you see right there, they are added a bit more. If I move this toggle option, you can select which background is being shown on the recording from all these different ones. These are the default ones, but there are a bunch of different groups that you can download as well. You can even add your own images for them to be added as a background. You can add solid colors and you can just have the specific background that you want. The next option that you can play around with is the cursor. As you see right now, this is the cursor that is being shown on the recording, but you can have a bunch of different cursors as you see right there. You can even have this one with a smiley face. You can have a little hand. You can do a pencil. You can do a bunch of different cursors. You can also add effects to when you click on something. For example, a ripple effect. When we clicked on screen right there, you can see a ripple was added. You can also have a ring, diffusion, or a bit of more advanced effects, such as the fireworks one. When you click on them, a firework is going to be shown. And on these first ones, you can play around even with the colors that are shown when you click on something. A diffusion one would be added if I click that option, and you can select the specific color that is going to be shown on the recording. You can even add sounds, cursor click sounds. For example, this one, that is a crisp sound. You can also add a hard one or a soft one. And you can play around with how loud or how low the volume of the click is. You can also hide the cursor when it is idle, when it's not being moved, so it's not shown on the screen. The next option that you can play around with is the motion blur, the zoom in motion blur, the screen and the cursor motion blur. As you see right there, there is a bit of motion blur when the zoom is added. If I were to make it 99, the blur would be much more noticeable. And you can do that with the screen motion blur and the cursor as well. On the camera options, you can do a bunch of different stuff. You can add, for example, avatars. This is part of the paid plan, but you can add these avatars that are automatically added to the library of the software. You can have yourself as well. You can change the layout of the camera. Right now I'm just on a corner, but you could do it like this as well, for you to have the window on the left and you on the right, a bit larger. You can also have yourself on top of the screen. You can have it on another corner. You can be on the bottom of the screen, or you can see it like this as well. You can flip the camera horizontally, or you can even add layouts. For example, if you want it to be full screen in a part of the video, you can add it as well, and you can make it as long or as short as you want it to. As you see right there, the screen disappears and made a bit larger, and then the window is shown once again. If you want to delete any part of the timeline, you just delete it right there with the trash can icon. And you can also do some other stuff with the background of the recording. You can remove it, you can blur it, or you can add a different image to the background that is being shown on the webcam recording. You can also change the way in which the camera roundness looks. You can select the size of the camera while a zoom is being added. As you see, when a zoom is added, the webcam is made a bit smaller. You can have it to be a bit larger or smaller with this option right there. You can add filters to the camera as well, and all in all, you can play around so the webcam is specifically how you want it to. On the audio control option, you can enhance the volume of the recording. You can add noise reduction, or you can add vocal enhancements if you were to use that option as well. You can display the shortcuts that were used during the recording using this option right there, and you can change the font and the background color as well. You can have captions as well. You can do it with the advanced model or the local model. The advanced model is one of the paid versions, but you can do it locally as well. If you just click on generate, it's going to take a couple of seconds to download them and then to generate them. The last things that you can do is to remove the watermarks if you have one of the paid plans as well. You can add recognition for the software to automatically edit parts of the software, to remove silences and filler words. And once again, you can add avatars if you wanted to. As you see right there, the captions were added as of now. They are displayed like this, you can see in which part of the recording that a specific caption is being shown. And if you move around in the timeline, you can see them on the screen right there. Once everything's looking like you want it to, you can just click on export. For exporting, you need to have a license. That is one of the paid parts of the software. But all in all, it is a really cool and complete software that you can use to record your screen and then edit that recording as well. So that is pretty much how you create a recording using FocuSee. As you see, it's really easy to get a handle of, it's really easy to use. Once again, my name is Santiago. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you use this software. Let me know in the comments down below if you've used it or if you've used any of the different screen recording softwares so we can check them out as well. And without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.